Hey guys, I am back. I have great news after yesterday's call to action. We are at 992 subs in the last month. So we're only 8 away from that like 1,000 a month milestone, which would blow me away. And that's what I'm hoping. So I'm sure we're going to hit it. But if you're not subbed and you're here, hit that sub button. Now, yesterday we saw the amazing skills of Sidney Crosby. Today we're going back to the heavy hits and toughness. I know I'm going to mess this guy's name up, but I'll give it a crack. You're probably going to laugh if I mess it up. We're watching the top 10 Dustin Byfuglien. I just make that G silent. I don't know how that works. Hits. All right. So we got the 10 best ones. We're going to get straight into it. Thank you guys.
Bouncing puck and right off the draw came off the skate to first. Byfuglien claims another victim as he's done a few times.
I mean, that guy just floated too.
Down and the fans love that.
Well, at this point, if you're Dustin Byfuglien, you know you're going to have to...
Oh my God, it's Byfuglien? Yeah, I never would have got that. No matter what I had thought in my head, Byfuglien wasn't it. All right, that guy kind of like floated. It was this hit over here, right? There's something else going over here. He hits the guy so much, he like makes him levitate. Let me watch this again. It looks like...
Puck and right off the draw came off the skate to Byfuglien claims another victim as he's done a few times tonight.
That's wild. That is wild.
Well, at this point, if you're Dustin Byfuglien, you know you're going to have to try to chip away and get to Pronger. You're probably not going to injure him. The only thing
so
you're going to try to injure is his pride and confidence in ego.
Wow, that's just wild.
Pronger jumped back up and, as you mentioned, tried to get back at him.
And shout out to that player for getting straight up.
Force Pronger to have his face up against the glass, to get off the tarmac and continue.
So this is all from one game? Like this is multiple... Oh, no. Okay, sorry.
Wheeler trying to catch up to it. Couldn't do it. And the Kings will set things up. Braden McNabb drops it back. Lots of room for one of the great rushing defensemen, Drew Doughty, and look at him go, although it comes to a unceremonious end as he ran.
Okay, yesterday we talked about Sidney Crosby's backhand. Look at this backhand.
Lots of room for one of the great rushing defensemen, Drew Doughty, and look at him go, although it comes to a rather unceremonious end as he ran into Byfuglien.
Dustin Byfuglien.
Wow.
1-2 on Doughty and Kopitar.
I gotta see that again.
Penalty, I think, for his hit on Andrei Kopitar. Doughty winding it up. A couple all-stars going against each other. Looks for the poke check, finishes with a body check, and then throws Andrei Kopitar, who's a big, strong.
Okay, now my understanding, because obviously hockey is like really physical. It's one of the aspects we love about it. But if they have the puck, you're allowed to do that, right? You're allowed to check them. Was that a penalty for the way that he did it over that he made contact? Because one guy had it and he got him out of the way. And then the next guy had it and he got him out of the way.
Strong man as well into the boards.
So that guy had the puck.
How strong Dustin Byfuglien can be.
But yeah, he's a monster. You can just see even from the first one, by the way, he sends them flying. It's kind of nuts.
The second one, which has been a problem for the Winnipeg Jets as of late. And not surprisingly, Paul Maurice doesn't agree with the call.
Yeah, I'm interested in that one. Do you guys agree with that call? I'm going to be, by the way, I'm being more zen. I'm sorry for stopping the video again, but Balefire, he knows how to talk to me. He knows how to speak to me from the martial arts. So we're just going to go with the flow. We're not going to over-focus on anything. We're just going to see when the... And we're going to watch the train wreck. He just took his own player out. Right?
Byfuglien just knocked down 3 guys at once. Big buff. 260 pounds. Watch the shot. Look at Byfuglien push Braun.
Nah.
And down they go.
Okay, this is a great recommendation. Thank you, guys.
Everybody gets up out of that pile.
So can we laugh now? Is it okay to laugh?
I'm going to laugh. That was amazing. That was amazing. Okay. We got 7 more to come.
Has a step on Stewart. In for Ladd. Ladd got a second whack after he fanned on the first. And Barlam off the save.
Oh! The gloves are off. We got to see that again. And he just, next guy's coming in. Straight into him.
Who's careful with the glove to keep it alive. Matthew Perron. Quick shot, and getting a stick on it was Anderson. 50-50 puck on the boards. Oh, wow. Byfuglien.
Dude, he's always ready for the next man that comes in. He is always ready. That was crazy, though.
I believe Ryan Getzlaf, who tried to challenge Dustin Byfuglien.
Getzlaf does the right thing.
Ooh,
Good hit.
into the board.
But, you know, you got a player in a vulnerable position. You know, Francois Beauchemin would love to have dropped the gloves. He didn't get the opportunity because Getzlaf jumped in. When you're on a 5-on-3 power play, you know, and the team is desperate to clear that puck out of the defensive zone, they're going to have their head down at some point and reaching.
Right.
Dustin Byfuglien just drills.
So the team that got drilled, or the player that got drilled here, they were down a player. And because of the desperation to try to get it out, he wasn't ready. That's what I noticed with the when I watched the NFL Biggest Hits the other day. By the way, I'll be quick. Thanks for the people. I'm seeing some of your names every video. It doesn't matter if it's hockey or not. And don't worry, I see you and I appreciate you. Thank you for that support. But yeah, in those ones, it's always the worst hits are when you can't brace for it, which goes without saying, you know, but it really stands out. Like, yeah, when you can't brace for that contact, that's when it just looks wild. We have 5 more to go. This is crazy.
Right to the blue paint. Now Bouwmeester, great speed wide, and a shot up high. And a save by Pavlik, and then Bouwmeester was drilled by Byfuglien. And Upshaw comes in. He comes in.
Oh, man, I got to see that one again.
Throws the mitts down. Well, that's
Look at the crowd. Dude, I'm looking at the crowd, looking at the smile on their faces.
On the big man Byfuglien. Bouwmeester wants a piece.
Yeah, let me check this out again.
He doesn't have the puck.
Oh.
Doesn't expect this at all because Scheifele's the first one going by. Bouwmeester's more concerned with.
He kind of looks casual coming in here.
Bouwmeester wants a piece of Byfuglien.
He's just sliding in. Boop.
Doesn't expect this at all because Scheifele's the first one going by. Bouwmeester's more concerned with Scheifele.
And he's always ready for the next player. He knows what's happening. Oh, he threw a little uppercut.
Sporty effort by a much smaller Scotty Upshaw. The Blues will have the power play, it looks like. Oh, man, at full speed.
Yeah, no, that's different. Yeah, that's different. Okay, watching it at real speed.
Byfuglien's got Upshaw
Wow.
on one hand. He's looking around because Bouwmeester wants to jump in. So he's got one hand on one player, the other on the other player. Oh. Couldn't get clean control of it, though. And back for it now, Mark Fane.
He just positioned himself perfectly. That's got to be close to illegal, though. It's got to be close to. I don't know if it was. But he was in the exact position as he received that puck.
And Dustin Byfuglien, everybody comes in.
Now, someone told me, because we refer to it as a hospital pass in my sport, someone said they call it a suicide pass. Is that right in hockey? Oh, he just turned. Oh, yeah. There's no high contact. Oh my God, he saw it just before it happened. Wow, he is so solid. He's so oh, he hit his chin, did he? Ow. He's so stable, and he just sends people flying. Like, it doesn't even look like he's putting that much effort into that. I know he is. Oh. Oh my God, I just saw the player's head that hits there. Oh. Oh, that's so much worse when you watch it back on the... That's just bad. That's just unlucky, right?
Brilliant there caused that turnover. Peter Harold.
And he's straight back up.
Dennis, that hit was on the far side of the ice, and I could feel it from over here. It's not like he didn't see Byfuglien coming, but he just obviously didn't expect it. I guess he assumed that Byfuglien was going to turn and go after the puck. What a rude awakening that is.
What a rude awakening. Wait, I didn't... Okay, that one was too quick.
And that is going to draw a crowd. Wow, did Byfuglien ever level Stone?
I was ready to watch the play proceed a little, you know, and then like see where it happened.
Is the devastation that Big Buff can bring. Has woken up this building.
Oh, mate, that was straight.
Turning it over in the neutral zone, and when he turned the puck over,
right in front of the ref.
Stone just never picked his head up. He never had a look. He controlled the puck, and when he controlled the puck, he's trying to get control of it, and he never looked up. And when he finally looked up, it was just a big blue.
Oh my God.
Dustin Byfuglien right.
Wow, that is a lot of force to stop.
Chris Lee and Graham Skilleter. The linesmen are Derek Nansen.
All right, so this is the #1 Byfuglien hit,
for them as well.
according to this compilation. And it's off. It's early in the play by the look of it.
Never seen a playoff atmosphere for the first game of the season. And Dustin Byfuglien set the tone right away.
Oh my God. That's in the first 10 seconds.
Down a Blue Jacket and took him down hard. Antropov back to Byfuglien. Byfuglien fakes, tries to go cross-ice.
Oh no, what is this? I was watching another player.
His 33 counterpart down Kovalik.
Kovalik just found out what it's like to play in the National Hockey League against a guy who's 260-ish pounds.
Andrew Ladd.
Wait, he's that big?
Activity on the far side. This didn't take long.
Did they say 260 pounds?
He started it off very first seconds of the game. First game here in Winnipeg, and Byfuglien with 2 big hits. And Columbus wants to do something about it.
240's heavyweight.
And we also have Mark Stewart.
And he started this energy.
Well, this is an advantage for Columbus because you got 2 of the top defensemen for Winnipeg going to the box.
Oh, they're both going off.
Stages of the first period
2 of them.
playing up the crowd too as he goes to the penalty box.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I saw the first hit, but oh no, here we go.
Did set the tone for everybody. There's Byfuglien stepping up on the play, making a big hit on Matt Calvert.
Early
Brassard
hit.
comes in to say something to him, but not too much. And then there's another hit. Brassard comes back, all the pushing and shoving. Once the whistle blew, then Dustin Byfuglien, who he knew he started it, he's going to have to answer to somebody, and he has no problems doing that. But I think
it's not so. Oh wait.
Somebody, and he has no problems doing that. But I think it set the
Wrong weight class, buddy.
a whole nother level here.
Okay, this is making a lot more sense now.
Ready for something to happen early on, but I'm not sure they expected this in the opening minute or so.
Well, hopefully they deem that both fights started at the...
Because I think it's a little bit hard to tell because the uniform and stuff kind of makes everyone look huge. It almost hides how truly massive some of these guys are. And now I'm seeing why you can have someone skating at full speed and he can meet that force and look, you know, unfair, like he keeps his balance because he has that much extra weight. If he's 260, man, that is madness. Thank you so much for the recommendation, guys. Keep them coming. The list is growing, but that's all right because I ain't stopping. I love doing this. I love reading your comments. You know, I do it after I stream for 7-8 hours. I'm always tired, but I try to get back to every comment on the first day of a video. That's my commitment, is I do that. So like I said, I see a lot of your names in every single video. And as a creator, let me just tell you that nothing really, not means more, but it means so much that there'll be people sort of with anything I do. That's the most comfortable thing you can have as a creator, because trends change, interests change, but if you got people who are going to ride with you, and I'm riding with you guys, so let's do it. Anyway, I appreciate you. I'll stop rambling. I'll be back tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace.